Hey guys, it's the Anonymous Gamer here, and welcome back to the channel and to another tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to download and install The Sims 4 Deluxe Edition, including all expansions and stuff packs, all the way up to cats and dogs. So basically what you need to do is go ahead and open your Chrome browser. Go ahead and download from the first link in the description, which will take you to uTorrent. uTorrent is an application which you will need in order to download the torrent file. So here it is on the desktop. So when you come here, just go ahead and hit the green button in the top right corner, Get uTorrent. It'll download the setup for you. Just go ahead and install it and have it on your desktop. So once you've downloaded uTorrent, go ahead and download the torrent file by copying and pasting the second link in the description. It'll take you to AdFly. Just go ahead and wait 5 seconds and then hit skip ad. It'll take you to Mega. Go ahead and hit the red download button for the torrent file. Once it's done, it'll download for you, and you're pretty much done with Chrome. So you can go ahead and exit out, go to your downloads folder, and you should have The Sims 4 Deluxe Edition, including cats and dogs, in your downloads folder. So you may need to go ahead and restart your computer if you've installed uTorrent for the first time. If it's not your first time using uTorrent, then you should just be able to double click on the torrent file and it should open up uTorrent for you. It is a zip file. It should be 24.1 gigabytes. Make sure that you have that much space on your hard drive. The way to check how much space you have on your hard drive is to go into your computer, through your file explorer, and have a look at your local disk or your C drive. You should have plenty of space on there. If you don't, you may need to free up some space by deleting unused files, videos, pictures, unused programs, and stuff like that. So once you've got enough space, just make sure the box is checked here. Make sure everything looks the same as mine does, and go ahead and click OK. Now this torrent can take a while to download. I suggest leaving your rotor on and just letting it download through the night. I'm going to go to bed soon anyway. It's like 6:10, so when I wake up in the morning, it'll probably be done. Probably even before that, so yeah. One way to make sure that the download is faster is by right-clicking on the torrent, going to bandwidth allocation and setting it to high. So hopefully that will download a lot faster, and it should be done in a couple of hours. Okay guys, so the download has now finished. For me personally, the download took 23 hours and 16 minutes. Once your download has completed, you will have something that looks a little like this. It'll be green, it'll say seating, and yeah, it should pretty much look everything like this. What you want to go ahead and do is right click on your torrent and go to stop. And that'll turn it like a darker green and it'll say finished. You can leave it seating to help other people download it faster, but I personally like to pause it so I can actually go ahead and move the file. So once you're done, you can go ahead and close uTorrent. You just need to hop quickly back into Chrome. I did say that there were no more downloads, but you do need to download one more thing, and it is called WinRAR. It's a really simple program which you'll need to extract the files from the download. So just go ahead and download the one that you need. 32-bit is for Windows 7 and under, 64-bit is for Windows 7 Service Pack 1 and over, so Windows 8, Windows 8.1, and Windows 10. You'll be using the 64-bit one. So once you've downloaded WinRAR, just go ahead and install it. It's super easy. Just go ahead and click next, next, and finish, and it should be done. And yeah. So once you've installed WinRAR, you won't get a desktop shortcut, but it'll be on your computer if you search for it. But yeah, what you want to go ahead and do now is go into your file explorer, go into downloads, and you will have two files in here. One will be the torrent file, which you can go ahead and delete now because you don't need it anymore. You've downloaded what you've needed to download, and you'll have the file right here. So the file will be a zip file. It should be 24.1 gigabytes, and yeah, it should look a little bit like this. You may have a little icon with books over here. Personally, I don't have that just yet, but yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and right click on the torrent, on the zip file that I've downloaded, and I'm going to go ahead and click extract to The Sims 4 cats and dogs. Right there. And it's going to go ahead and extract. It's going to create a new folder where it's going to put your game. And yeah, I'll be back once it's finished extracting. Okay guys, so the game has almost finished extracting. Just gotta wait a couple seconds for it to just finish what it's doing. And it's now done. So once it's finished, you'll probably hear like a little notification sound or something. So here, as you can see, we now have The Sims 4 cats and dogs. So we're gonna go ahead and take this and we're just gonna go ahead and move it onto the desktop for now. And we're just gonna go ahead and go into the computer, part of the PC. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and rename this file. This is the entire game here with all expansion stuff and game packs all the way up to cats and dogs. So yeah. All you need to go ahead and do is rename it, as in the directory it's not The Sims 4 Cats and Dogs crack, it's just The Sims 4. So we're going to go ahead and rename it to The Sims 4. And then if we go ahead and open it, it'll take us into another subfolder and into another folder here. And here is the game. So I actually went ahead and renamed the wrong folder, but it's okay. Here is the full game with all of the expansions and stuff packs. Here there are a couple of ads, so I'm just going to go ahead and actually get rid of these internet shortcuts and stuff in the README file, because they're quite, they're just advertisements. There are a couple more in here in the bin folder, and yeah, that's pretty much the whole game. So yeah, it's not an installation, it's not a repack, it's just the entire game file is all in a folder. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is just go back, and we're gonna take this folder here. This is what I should have renamed, and we're gonna move it to the desktop. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and delete this one here because that's not what we need. And I'm gonna go ahead and rename it to just The Sims 4. There we go. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is go into the local disk, into program files, and I'm going to go ahead and drop it into program files, as this is pretty much where the game needs to be in order for it to actually run. So I've dropped into program files times 86 if you must, to be precise. That's where it needs to be. And yeah, pretty much that should be it. What you now need to do is you need to go ahead and go into Game, Bin, and you need to scroll down to where there are these two applications. There should be The Sims 4 and there should be The Sims 4 times 64. If you're on Windows 8, Windows 8.1, or Windows 10, or Windows 7 Service Pack 1, you will need to use the 64-bit version. If you're in anything else but the ones that I just mentioned, then you'll need to use the 32-bit program, which is just The Sims 4. So since I'm on Windows 8, I'm going to go ahead and use the 64-bit one. And what you want to go ahead and do is right-click on your shortcut, go to Send to, Desktop, Create Shortcut. And there we go. You can rename it if you want to The Sims 4. And it's done. Just go ahead and make sure that it's set as running as administrator. You can go ahead and do this once you start the game if you want, or you can go ahead and go into properties, security I believe, or compatibility, yep, compatibility. And you want to make sure that this box is checked here under privilege level. Run this program as an administrator. If it's checked, then it'll always run the program as an administrator. If it's not, then you won't have this little shield symbol next to the game icon, and you will most probably get an origin error. So just make sure that that's like that, and you're done. So you can go ahead and launch the game, have fun with cats and dogs, and I'll see y'all in my next video. It's the Anonymous Gamer signing out. Bye guys.